Hello everybody and welcome to Mates Part 4. I know it's pretty late. It's taken me a minute to get to this one. But after this I'll be recording a Jade's basics video, so that one should also come up pretty quickly. For now though, let's go ahead and cover the final part of the Mates fan, which is Costume Battle and Costume Battle Duo. So we're going to pop over here to Costume Battle. There is 2 tabs as well as an exchange up here. So the first thing we're going to cover is the exchange. As you can see, I have already collected the outfit that you can get from completing costume battles. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. That's going to be over here in the collection tab. Luxurious clothes, and it is called Returned Sparrow. As you can see, she's a beautiful green suit with this absolutely incredible fan that I love. You can tell it's all branches in her hand. Let's go ahead and take a look at her tags. She is daily at 12,000. She is innocent at 6,000, rainproof at 4,000, and then sweet, romantic, and simple are all at 2,000. She is I think that's probably one of the strongest suits in the daily tab, and I will double check that in the tags Excel sheet, and you'll see that pop up on the screen if there are any other stronger suits at this time in the daily tag. But this is a suit definitely to complete all of the shop suits, like the costume shop, the guild battle suit, the Dream to Life shop suits. All of those shops are quite strong. They rank just below VIP suits in terms of strength. VIP suits are usually around 15k in each of their categories. In the maximum categories, event suits are somewhere around 10k in their max category, and these suits are at 12k. Now this is before upgrades, so this suit does actually only get stronger as you go on. Let's go ahead and read her poem, see if she's got one written. To tell of sunny hours while the trees are leafless, and it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. When the sun calls them, they burst open and smile. The desolate, deserted trees, the faded earth, the heavy sky. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now is hung with blooms along the bough. The flowering squares, and thick by ashen roots the violets blow. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Trees hang over the water like large grapevines. Alright, that's an interesting poem. Let's go ahead and pop back over to Costume Battle. So there's 2 tabs, right? So there's Solo Show and there's Duo Show, and I don't know at what level they unlock for people, unfortunately. They were unlocked for me as soon as they loaded in because I've been playing for so long. I was actually playing before they even existed as an event. Let's go ahead and pop into Solo Show. Okay, so there's 2 types of battle for clothing battle. There's Solo Show and Duo Show. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rankings here for Solo Show. You can like I think 3 or 4 people here. Yeah, so there's 3 people that you can like here, and the likes give you some coins. I don't know if they give the person that you liked anything other than this cup ranking. I don't know what that does for you other than that, but you can collect some coins doing that. If you pull into records, you can see your challenges and your defense. You can see all of these people fought me, and we were okay, so if I failed to defend, I lost 9 points. If they failed to defeat me, then we kept the same. Meanwhile, if I challenge them and I win, I get like 37 points or 35 points or 39 points or whatever. But if I failed, then we stay at the same rank because obviously it's a fail. I didn't get anything. There's a different story for every single one of these suits, so definitely you want to pay attention to that. I mean, if you like reading the stories, they're all really fun and cute and interesting, so that's definitely something that I went through when they first came out. But what I like to do when I do this every day, you get different sets of challenges every day. So there's God, I don't know how many stories there are, but I think it's somewhere around 30 of them, because I should definitely track those on an Excel sheet or something. But there is quite a lot of stories, and I went through all of them when they first came out, and it felt pretty endless. But you get a different set of 3 or 4 of them every day that you do one of these solo battles. And so what I like to do is each day, you can see here with the shoes, I was using Jade Feather, but actually Fairy Bliss would be more powerful. And that happens quite often as you go through and you're upgrading your clothes and you're working on things. Here you can see these wings would be better than whatever I had on before. The game will auto tell you the top scoring item is going to be in the first spot. So you want to go through and change those items periodically. You can see I lost, and I think what happens with that is that my outfit for that level will not be saved. Because I lost. If I had won, it would save it as the new high scoring item. So when it pops up and you've done it again, you can do the record score item. And if you click up here or down here on the left hand side, there's record high. There's also this button that brings you back to your previous clothing, and the search option, the search option that will allow you to search. But for this one, you don't actually have to search, because for costume battle, it gives you the top ranking item right away. You can see here that's going to score higher, even though it's, oh, it is a unique suit. I need to upgrade that. Where did I get this? Event. Must be an event. So you can see all of these different things. You can see I have most of my items upgraded already, but not all of them. I am behind on upgrading. You definitely don't want to get behind on upgrading. Don't do like I did. And actually, some of the different backgrounds do offer you more or less points. They do actually have their own tags and their own abilities. So you can see when I bought Wilting Flower, this was from an event, and there are upgrade flowers on it, but you cannot at this time upgrade a backgrounds. I am sure that that will be added into the game at some point, because they do have the little flowers. You can see the ghosts of them there, but you can't actually upgrade them at this time. But you can see it gave me 900 HP and 180 attack, and I think they're all the same. Yeah, so 900 HP for every single one of them, but you do want to collect them. I have every single one that we have gotten so far as a drop, and I find that they do help out with the different events, or at least it recommends me a different outfit for different events, so I assume that they have something to do with my score. Is this the same one I just had? I think so, but since I lost, it didn't save. So just be mindful of that as you go through. You may want to occasionally not speed straight through. Failed again. I don't like costume battle solo. Reason being, I don't understand the metrics of it. I don't understand what's going on over here. You can choose which person you want to attack, by the way. So this here, I can hit refresh on this bead that's hanging down here of this like quote unquote banner, and you can choose which person you want to attack. And ideally you would want to attack somebody who is at a lower rank than you and has less likes or whatever, and they are theoretically they have less clothes than you, so you can defeat them. Right? In my server, I think we have about 100 active players at this time. We haven't merged with anybody yet, and we are shrinking by the day. I don't have that option. So whoever I'm attacking, whoever has been playing this game for nearly as long as I have. They are as powerful as I have. They have maybe even more clothes than I have if they've been buying from the VIP suits. So realistically, I just hit attack whoever. But if you are playing this to actually rank, you want to spend some time choosing your opponents. If we head over to awards, you can see why you might want to rank. So this one actually gives you a daily award of these costume points, and those are used in the costume shop, which I think I was talking about earlier, and then I got distracted. So we're going to have to pop back over to the costume shop in just a minute. But you can see you get a daily award, and I'm rank 9 only because there are not a lot of people on this server. When we were more populated, I ranked somewhere in the 50s because I refused to play costume battle solo. And you can see here there's also a weekly award depending on what your rank is of quite a lot more costume points. Now you do want costume points because the items in the costume shop are super good. That's not just the costume itself, but if you scroll down a little bit further, you can see you can buy 4-star yin yang debris, 5-star debris of just random element, 5-star water, fire, and wood debris, and most importantly, 10 debris of either Drangsty? I do not know how to pronounce this guy's name. He's the kid healer, right? He's the little kid yang healer. But I don't know how to pronounce his name, so we are just going to call him the kid. And then we have Lon Ling debris. You can also purchase elite paper, jade debris, elite pits, and spirit fruits. Now, I'm going to pop over to Costume Battle Duo, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute, but I do want to say that I have been spending all of my costume battle points on Lord Lon Ling, because once you have once you've made this purchase 5 times, you will have 1 copy of Lon Ling, and he is a super powerful yin warrior. Meanwhile, my partner in Costume Battle Duo has been sending all of her points on spirit fruits because she is leveling up that way. So you don't want to skip out on any part of this game, even if you don't like it. I personally hate racing, but I will still try to do at least 3 races a day, because you do get a lot stronger feeding that horse. Even if you don't complete all of the races, even if you don't rank very high in racing, you are still getting yourself stronger by doing that. So you never want to neglect any part of this game. So depending on what you are after, you want to look through the different shops and keep in mind what your goal is and what you can best buy from each of them to get to that goal. I am working on yin yang servants now, both in my main team and in my next team. So I'm building my next team. If you've watched my strategy video, if you've watched the guild battle, the array basics video, then you know that you always want to keep the team you're working on in mind, as well as your next stronger team. So I'm working on Lon Ling, and that's my plan. But you might want to spend on spirit fruits, or you might want to be mining for elite paper, which is also a good idea because I need elite paper to get Baldi. These are all just different things that you want to keep in mind. You want to take some time to look through each of the shops and think about what you're going to get, especially now that we have Costume Duo. So if we scroll back over to the rewards here, for a long time we only had single, which if you need 10,000 of these points to buy Lon Ling, and you can get 500 a day, so that's 3,500 a week. And then the weekly bonus, that could be 5,000. So at most we were getting 8,000 a week if you ranked number 1 in both of these categories every day for the week. You could still only get 8,000. However, now that we have Costume Battle Duo, that has changed completely. And we will pop over to a different video of me going over the strategies for Costume Battle Duo in just a second. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Duo main screen. So you can see I'm already on Chapter 10, Wildlife. You can see my partner here is Eve. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rankings. We are ranked number 1, and I will show you how to get to that strategy in just a moment. There is a strategy to ranking number 1, and it's twofold. But we'll cover that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the awards. So each week you can get an award here. If you are number 1 rank, you get this banner called Jaquarity Charm. I had to look up what a Jaquarity is. That is a plant. It is a type of flower. I will have a picture of it probably posted on the video in just a moment. Rank number 2 is Orchid Love. We already know what orchids look like, most of us. And then Lotus Bloom is rank number 3. So they are all flower themed items. Actually, I think I like... Oh, you can see the Jaquarities in the background. If you look very closely, you can see those little red berries in the background of that banner. So they are all types of flowers. I actually like the Lotus Bloom background a lot, but I would not rank 3rd because I'm getting this 10k costume points every week, as well as 25 shards of yin yang debris and 8,000 of these jade debris that you use to upgrade your jades. Ranking number 1 in Costume Duo is the goal every single week for me and my partner. And you do want to get a good partner who cares about Costume Duo as much as you do. I cannot tell you how helpful it is to have somebody who is willing to step up. So this is the thing. I have every single event costume, and Eve has most of them, as well as VIP suits. I have next to no VIP suits, but between the two of us, one of us is capable of defeating almost everybody every week, right? There is not a week where one of us was not the strongest person fighting. So you can see here, this is an event suit. I have it fully upgraded. That hair is from an event suit. I think that thing in her hand is also from an event suit. The cape is from a pool. I'm slowly working on completing every single pool. All of my background pieces are from event suits, and they are all ranked up fully as strong as possible so that I can pass this event. You can see that I just defeated her. And I get 5 of these points, and she loses some points. Now, the losing points is important, actually. If you are going for rankings, you can see that we are 200 points above the second place rank. The way that they would overtake us is to be able to defeat us and take points from our score as well as gaining points for their score. So that's how it basically works, is that you're fighting each other, truly fighting each other for that score. Now, if you are in a server and you are looking for a new partner and your partner hasn't been doing like super great for you, like there's a really big difference between your scores. For example, when this first started playing, somebody might have a score of 0 and somebody might have a score of several hundred. If that is the case and your partner is not helping you out, I would recommend coming over here and taking a look into the ranks and seeing who has a disparity in their ranks, and then messaging the person who has more points and seeing, hey, do they need a new partner? Do they want somebody who actually plays Costume Duo? Just send them a message in the game and ask if they are willing to trade to get a new partner. If they're not, you ask somebody else, because there's always somebody looking for somebody else. And the reason you need to do that is because you see here over here in topic, you only get 2 out of 4 topics every time. So you might get 2 of the blue topics, or you might 2 of the square topics, or you might get 2 of the round topics. And I forget what each of them is, but let's go ahead and pop into the search bar. So you might get 2 features or 2 uses, or 1 of each like I just did. What you need to do is message your partner and see what their topics are. That way you can get both of the points. So let me see. Accept Costume Duo, and then you can see here I've got Jewelry and Smart. And then she asked me for Bluebell Dream because we were speeding through. We already have most of them saved, so we don't actually need to discuss previous tags. We can just hit use past high score suit and move on. But then we got to chapter 10 here, and you can see I had to put a space here for sexy because that's actually a banned word despite it being a topic name. So you can see she gave me romantic and fairy, and I have rainproof and sexy, so I'm going to pull them up here. So romantic and sexy, and fairy and rainproof. Let me go down to R. They changed this to be alphabetical in the tags, which is super helpful, but I had already memorized the previous messed up version, so it actually does take me quite a while to find the tags regardless, even though they're alphabetical, because I keep thinking, oh, they're, column 2, 4 down, whatever. So you just want to know where your tags are in general. The faster you can do this during costume battle, like the very first day, this is part of the strategy which we'll discuss in just a moment, but the faster you can do this, the better off you are. So you can see here, it automatically pulls up the highest ranking item, which for me is glass wings, and then the different hairstyles and earrings. And I'm just gonna flick through. I have continued to update my items. Now, neither of those two is actually a unique item. They are both, I think, rares, so they can't. Oh no, this is a unique. Oh, I should upgrade that. So that would probably, I'm almost certain that if I upgraded Cozy Carving, it would rank higher than Wilted Flowers, but I haven't got around to upgrading it. I'm behind on all of my upgrades. This is why you want to be on top of your upgrades, because I can tell you, if you are failing, if you are wearing the exact same costume as somebody who has defeated you, you need to go back to the upgrade shop and make sure that every piece of that costume is upgraded. It has been the difference between a loss and a win is whether or not I upgraded one item between myself and one of my competitors. Competition is pretty stiff on my server. You could see that our scores were up in the 1500s. I have seen screenshots of other servers where competition is up in the 2000s. Because of that 10k costume battle prize that you can get. That's super, super important for a lot of people who are working on building yin yangs and who are buying things from the costume battle shop. Let's go ahead and double check that I have everything else upgraded. I do. And then of course, now see, I failed to defeat her because she has VIP items. I recognize this is the Snake Girl suit. These golden koi fish are from another VIP suit. Okay, so back to this. The last part is the strategy. We've already discussed the different awards that you can get. So if we pop over here, there is another set of awards. These are the progress awards. So as you complete each of the different rooms available to you, you can get different prizes, including for rooms 9 and 10, you will get 2 lotuses. Now this is very important because when they removed the 3rd day of guild battle, they took away 3 lotuses potentially that we could have gotten from trading with the blue papers. So you do want to keep these 2 lotuses in mind. If you have a strong enough team member who can carry you to that, if you yourself are weak, then definitely get with that person. Now we should head over to the final part of this video, which is the strategy for scoring high in guild battle. I mean costume battle, duo. Okay, so the strategy for this part of the game for duo is that you want to get as many PK papers as you physically can. You want to grab them from the event shop. So what I do is I spend at least 1,000 gold buying PK papers solely from the event shop. And I do this the day of duo battle restart, which would be Sunday. After Royal Assembly, I come in to duo because that is when duo has reset. Right, because it resets right after costume battle, or it resets right after Royal Assembly. So that's 1 a.m. for me. So me and Eve, who is in a different time zone, she's thankfully not up at 1 a.m. We go ahead and we hit up Discord and we discuss, are we available to do this? And if we are, we go ahead and start costume battle duo. You can see here I am giving her the tags that I have, so that because I need the tags that she has, because obviously I'm failing this battle because I'm missing her tags. And what you want to do is you want to fight early and you want to fight hard. You get more points from defeating the robot than you do from defeating other people. Oh, I'm checking what my guildmates are saying from finishing up Royal Assembly. So that's what you want to do is you want to get as many of the people defeated as possible, as many of the robots defeated as possible, because you get like 12 or 13 points for each of those defeats. Whereas if you're fighting against somebody who's not a computer, you get lower points. Here, let me see. I'm about to spend way too long looking for the tags that she just gave me. I'm pretty sure because, like I said earlier, they changed where the tags are again after I just barely learned where they were before. And it doesn't matter that it's in alphabetical order. My brain don't work like that. So you can see here I'm selecting absolutely everything that I have that fits these tags, and I'm getting ready to do another fight, and it's going to be the computer again, and you and your partner want to go through the computer fights at the same time. You can see I got 9 points for that one, and I got 12 points for that one. So yeah, you can see where I'm defeating the computer, I'm getting 12 points. Whereas if I defeat a different person, I'm getting less points. That's why you want to start the battles early. If somebody has already gone to that room ahead of you, a different team has gone to that room ahead of you, you will be fighting them instead of the computer. So that's why you want to start these fights before other people get a chance to, because you want to fight the computer more. Because you're going to get more points for that, and that'll give you a boost up, a leg up in the costume battle. You can see here I already had the scores from last time, so I can just speed through them. And Eve's score is also she's also going to be going up pretty soon here. Either that or I okay, yeah, so there is a bit of a lag. So her points are actually going up, I'm sure, because she is going through the rooms as fast as I am. But sometimes your teammates don't um their score doesn't update like yours does. So that's what you want to pay attention to, is your teammate keeping up with you? Do you guys need to slow down, that type of thing, or is your teammate going faster than you? But you wanna fight through as quickly as possible in this early stage. That's really what it is. I always make sure to save up a lot of gold now. It is on a Sunday, which means they took away Guild Battle on Sundays in favor of giving us Royal Assembly. So that means you should have all of your gold free to do this. And I use the event shop because PK paper is actually cheapest to purchase there, because it's 20 gold per. Usually, some events it's a little bit different, but usually it's less than 20 gold per PK paper from the event shop, where it is 20 gold for PK paper from the regular shop. I think it's 20 gold. And so that's what you want to do, is you want to stock up on PK paper. I make sure to have at least 100 PK paper for my battles. I think that's the video out for that. That should be done. But basically, you just want to make sure you have as much PK paper and that you hit fast as possible. And that's how to get all of the points in Costume Duo. That's the end of the final mates portion. That's 4 different videos just on the mates alone. So I will catch you all in the next one. It should be another guide. If not before next week, I will see you in next week's event video. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Bye.